Good morning and a good Friday morning to you. I hope this is finding you well. Hope that your day is beginning. It's off to a good start as it's beginning. Well, it's Friday, and typically on Friday we do a hymn. We look at a hymn of some sort through the ages, and I always try to make it an older hymn. But this morning, we're not going to do that. You know, I read over and I researched and looked at this old Christmas carol or hymn, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, or God Bless Ye Merry Gentlemen. Throughout the years since the 1600s, it has been both. And in the 1700s, when it was the first known recording or writing of it, some interesting things there. But that song is basically Luke chapter 2, talking about the shepherds leaving their fields and leaving their flock to go see Christ who was born. And the song says to save us from Satan's power. And the more I read along and the more I thought about it, the more I just let that one go. And I like the song. I'm not going to tell you don't sing the song. But, you know, Satan only has the power that God allows him to have. And if we're to look into the scriptures, we'll find that even when Satan was trying to mess with Job, he had to go before God. And so we understand Satan is limited. He's limited by God's omnipotence, and he's limited, and he's on a short rope, if you will. Oftentimes we like to just build up or magnify what he's doing when we should be magnifying what God is doing. And so as you sing through that song this year, don't turn an angry eye to that song, but I would rather just kind of go back to the scriptures this morning. And we've been in Luke 2 all week long, and we're going to finish this up really quick this morning. So if you'll remember, Monday morning we began looking at Luke 2 and the account with the shepherds. And so you know, how God chose shepherds. And then Tuesday morning, if I can remember all my devotions here, Tuesday morning we seen how the glory of God preceded everything else. And the scripture record that the angel of the Lord appeared unto them, the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And so we found that, and we found how God's glory precedes everything in our life. And you know, oftentimes we want to see that heavenly course without first experiencing just God's glory. And so as we went on, we got into Wednesday, and we talked about leaving the field. And then yesterday, well, we talked about leaving the field yesterday. Wednesday is escaping me at the moment, but they didn't need a committee. Wednesday we talked about not needing a committee, and then yesterday we talked about leaving the field. And I know these are very elementary, very simple baby steps throughout the scriptures, but hopefully life application points for you. So as we finish up this account in Luke 2, it says that, and the shepherds said one to another, let us go. And the scripture says that they came with haste to see the thing that which was told unto them. So there was a great deal of excitement. They hurried and they got down into town, and they found Mary and Joseph, and they found baby Jesus there in the manger. And when they went away, when they left that encounter, the scriptures record that they told a number of people. And I'm going to read this to you. And when they had seen it, they made known abroad the saying which was told them concerning this child. And all they that heard it wondered at those things which were told them by the shepherds. So they went, they found him, and they found Christ. And as they went, and oh man, there's so many things I can spend time here with. There wasn't a treasure map leading them to Christ. The angels told them what to look for. And you know, in your life, the scriptures tell you what to look for to identify Christ in your life. And it doesn't look different for all of us. I want to help you with that. God's calling and God's presence, God's drawing of us doesn't look different for all of us. It looks the same. God uses the same methods and means of grace to draw us. And so anyways, they get down there, they see him, and then they go and they made known abroad, the scripture said. And this morning, if I can encourage you with anything, is that the scripture said, all those that heard it wondered. All they that heard it wondered at those things which were told them by the shepherds. Now, this I want to encourage you with. If your testimony or what you have to tell people about what God's called you to do in this life does not compel them to search it out a little farther, does not compel them to be interested in what God's doing with your life, then you need a little more joy in your life. You know, all too often in this Christian life, we want to walk around and we're just humdrum about things, and we're maybe riding the lines of negativity, and so often we live our lives like this, and people stand back and they think, if that is the excitement, if that is the joy found in serving God, I don't really think I want to be a part of that. And these shepherds, they came out of their field, they walked down, I don't know what the distance was, it doesn't really matter to me. They arrived there, they found Jesus, and with excitement and gladness, they went through and they told everybody that they came into contact with. And there was such a conviction, there was such a belief, a passion, a joy found in their speech that all of those that heard it, they marveled and they wondered at what was told to them. So, simple challenge this morning is when we testify of what God's done in our life, does it bring enough glory unto Him that people begin to marvel at His goodness? Well, just a thought for you this morning from some shepherd boys that came out of the field. I would hope that every message that we communicate to a hurting world today is one of comfort and joy, peace, and most importantly, redemption through Jesus Christ. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful Friday. I hope that God blesses you abundantly, and I pray that you have just a phenomenal day rejoicing in and explaining to others what God's done in your life. Well, we look forward to seeing you later.